So today's topic is abstract class, and that I have been previously discussed with the basic things that is abstract class and abstract method, just to know what will be do in the abstract portion. Okay. So, but now we are just move on to the some more details about the abstraction.
So your voice is breaking.
Okay. Wait. Now clear. Hello.
Completely clear, sir.
So the actual main thing is in the abstraction portion, we heard a term that is called interface. Okay. Previously, I just mentioned all of you to uh, just knowing about what is the interface and what actually it does in the abstraction. Now today, I'm just writing some details about interface. Okay, what it actually means, it actually works in the abstraction method or abstraction operation. It actually what it does. So now, okay, make a heading on it, interface. So what is interface, or you can say when we go for interface, make heading that when we go for interface, and then write down when we know, or you can say inform, that implementation is going to 0%, going to 0%. Okay, what are the implementation actually in the abstraction method? We previously discussed about that, that actually the interface achieved using interface the 100% abstraction. Okay, when the implementation actually occurs, not occurs, okay, 0% implementation. 0% in implementation means the interface will be occurs and then the abstraction method will be 100%. That's a term of abstraction use. No need to go deeper. Just to remind that when we know in every interview, eh, anyone can ask you that what is the interface, what is the abstract class or abstract method, and you just simply tell him the details about abstraction. That when the interface will be happen, then the 100% of abstraction. Okay. So what then they ask you, okay, what is the interface? Then just tell them when we know or inform that implementation is going to be 0%, then actually interface, or you can say we go for interface. Just that. Because it is connected to abstraction, that's why I'm just saying about what actually it does, what actually do in the abstraction method. Okay, so that's it. When we go or when we know or inform that implementation is going to 0%, then we go for interface. And 0% implementation, that means abstraction is empty. So 0% implementation means abstraction is empty. So when implementation 0%, then we need to do abstract method or abstract class. Then for that reason, we just do abstraction, and then we call the interface and then achieve the full form or nearly about 100 abstraction. You can say full percent of abstraction. Now, as I am already told that we cannot create object for interface. Yes, it is the actual thing. We cannot create object for interface. This is one more point. And there are something more that interface never support constructor. Okay, that's one more point. Interface never support constructor. This is one more thing. And so this is the basics of interface. So let's suggestively we can say what is a interface. If anyone asks you what is a interface, when we know or when we are informed that implementation is going to be 0%, we go for interface. Okay, so you say that implementation is going to 0%. So what that means? That means abstraction is empty. Abstraction is does not happen in our query, in our program. Okay. Oh, so what is the purpose of abstraction is full or abstraction can happen? So the purpose is when we use the interface, then we achieve the 100% of abstraction. Okay, I see. Now, what are the qualities or what are the properties that the basic properties of interface? The basic properties of interface that interface is rather than different from the other method or other function, you can say. Okay, we cannot create any type of object for interface. We cannot create any type of object for interface. Okay, so can we use or can we create constructor for interface? No, neither we can create the object nor we can use constructor in interface. So that's the basic thing of interface. Okay, that is actually need to for abstraction. And interface, you can say one thing also about interface, that it is pure abstract body. So you can say it also that it is pure abstract body and have two parts. One is variable, another one is method. So these are the main thing. An interface have only variable and method, but not any type of object and not also support constructor. Understand what is the main thing of abstraction, that is interface?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Don't need to go deeper for the interface, just know the basic thing, what it actually calls and why it is actually used in the abstraction. Actually, what it do in the abstraction method, it has only method and variable, no need of object, no need of constructor, and it is just someone to achieve the abstraction for 100%. That's it. So we move for the next of the abstraction. Everybody done to note it?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
In the last class, I think I already discussed with the abstract class and abstract method. Then we move forward the abstraction. Anybody have any query with the abstract class and abstract method? Hello. Anybody have any query with the abstract class and abstract method? Or some remind that again I
No,
should
sir.
discuss. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Other one, Alka, Anjali, Gayatri, Mehul, Susri,
No,
Adarso.
sir. No, sir.
So just move on to the abstraction first. Last we have just done abstract class and method. How we got the abstraction? What is the abstraction? In Python, an abstraction is used to hide the irrelevant data or class in order to reduce the complexity of the system, and exposing the required functionality to end user is called an abstraction. Okay, this is so much difficult term that is used here. Basically, this definition is to for the writing. If anyone asks you, tell me the definition of abstraction, you can tell that. An abstraction is used to hide the irrelevant data or class in order to reduce the complexity of the system. Exposing the required functionality to end user is called abstraction. Okay. One more definition I am telling you. Note it down. In simple language, the definition actually tells us hiding the complexity of the system. Hiding the complexity of the system and exposing the required functionality the user. So what actually it means? Whenever we create any type of program or any type of query, when we use the abstract method here, it or we use the abstraction. Actually, abstract method and abstract class, it is the part of the abstraction. We use abstract method and class for that reason. That happens, it's called abstraction. So an abstraction is a process that in that process we are just try to hide the complexity of the system. When we make the query, when we make any type of program, it just hide the complexity of the system of the program. But what it actually does, it actually hide, I think. I know it actually hide. But what actually it helps us? It actually helps exposing the required functionality to the user. Different function, different program, different queries are there. Okay, in a single program, in a single part of a program, different line, different process operation going on. So abstract method, when we just use abstract method, it hide us all the complexity. In a particular class or in a particular method, when we use the abstraction, it actually hide the complete detailing of that particular class. Just it shows us the required functionality that will be helped for the future operation. So this actually abstraction does. This is the syntax. So this is the actual syntax. What is the syntax? The syntax is as I saw in the previous class, from ABC, uh, import ABC, then abstract method. ABC, small, bit capital ABC, then abstract method. This is all the syntax of using abstraction. From, then small ABC, then import capital ABC, then comma, you should write the abstract method. Then in this class, marks, okay, in this class particularly, we use abstraction. See, in this class particularly, we use abstraction. Tell me one thing. You just read out the encapsulation, now abstraction, now decorator also in the previous. What is the common thing that is in the examples? What are the common things? Have you noticed anyone? What are the common things in this example? In abstraction, now in previously in the decorator portion, and then previously in the encapsulation. Okay, what is the actual main common thing?
The representation of the class, like class, and under that the second class with the same child class, subclass.
It is related to class also, but what are the clearly common thing that I am wanted to ask to you all? Yes, class is also there, but there is a, if you notice very carefully,
The
the,
method, no, the method we can see now. The method of
yes,
that class is
you
same.
that
Like
you that see all their methods are same in abstraction also, in decorators also. So what actually there, here also inheritance works. See, which inheritance is here also happening here? Which inheritance? Marx is the parent class, Ranjit and Sumir is the child class. Which inheritance
and
happens there?
Multiple, sir.
Not multiple, it is hierarchical. Single parent, more than two or more than one child class. Okay, multiple
Yes, sir.
means 1 minute. You said multiple or multi-level?
Multiple, sir.
You say multiple, right?
Yes, sir.
So what are the difference between multiple and hierarchical? It is a little bit confusing about multiple and hierarchical. See, uh, 1 minute. Multiple and hierarchical, right? Okay, so how can I say multiple? Okay, first thing, M and H. H means hierarchical, M means multiple. Okay, H comes before M. So, single parent, child is multiple. Okay, always starting from the parent section. Parent count is 1, then child count is 2. It is hierarchical. Whenever parent count is 2, child count is 1. More than 2, 2 not 2, more than 2, 3. Then it is multiple. Understand?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, that's why you can remind that. What is
so can you please
hierarchical? Yes.
explain this again? Hierarchy and multiple. This one.
Uh, you no misses the inheritance portion.
No, no, sir. That you have explained no, the hierarchy
Oh,
and the
okay, okay,
multiple.
okay,
That's
okay,
this one.
okay. Actually, Actually, I am in the inheritance portion, it is little bit confusion between hierarchical and multiple. Okay, multiple and
Multiple, yes, sir.
hierarchical and multiple. Little bit confusion in the hierarchical. H comes before M.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so first start with parent, single parent, multiple child.
Multiple.
That is hierarchical. Then
Okay.
multiple parents, single
Single.
child. That is multiple. So that's how you remind that what is the at first come at first. Then in your way you just try to remember. So I know that that
Yes.
is little bit confusing. Sometimes I also forgot what is the actual hierarchical and multiple. So that's it. So in that portion you just see every example that already we discussed. Uh, Abstraction now, previously decorator, then previously encapsulation portion. It all connected with the inheritance and method overriding. Okay, so it is very much useful or very much essential for know the basics of inheritance, method overloading, overriding, polymorphism, encapsulation. These four parts are the main builder or building of the concept. So now one more thing. Okay, just wait. Everybody going through my classes of I hope inheritance, encapsulation, polymorphism, method overloading, method overriding, decorator. So now with among all of you, tell me just to notice this example. In that example, what is different from others? If you find it, then actually the abstraction portion you already know. It's a simple program or simple query as previously in polymorphism or encapsulation or method overriding. Simple program. Just we use here for the abstraction from small abc input capital ABC, comma abstract method. Then at class marks, that is parent class. How we know parent class? Because after that we see Ranjit and Samir child class, that is inheriting property from the marks class. So we assume that marks is the parent class. Then we just create at the rate abstract method. This is a syntax for the abstraction. Now,
Sir,
yes.
is it that there is no constructor used?
Mm, uh, you can say that the constructor is used. That is already we discussed. Interface is not supported constructor. From that, you can also say that good one. But one more thing is there. See it very carefully. I am not explaining. Okay, no need to explain anything about abstraction. You just see example, and if you find it, you know abstraction. One thing already, I think Mehul told that constructor is not there. Okay, that is the good one. One more thing.
So math marks will not be get added.
See,
Like
see,
abstract method is not the method. Now we can not add that method.
see. Ranjit is the child class. Okay, and
Yes,
Samir
sir.
is also child class. Same method name. We
Yeah.
create object. We create object, but we create
We
object for
don't create,
this.
yes, because it's a method and we do not use the method in
Yes,
the abstract method.
yes. Interface, that is the part of abstraction, does not
Yes,
support
sir.
any constructor, have no object. Everyone understood what is the
Yes,
actual
sir.
abstract does? So I am not so I am everyone. Gayatri, Adarso, Anjali, Sandeep.
Yes, sir. Understand, sir. You already
Okay.
said.
Yes, actually that reason we don't create object. We can't create object because we this method we use as abstract method and it is abstract class. Okay. If we create another thing in another portion, we also doing that. But just remind, abstraction have no object, does not create any type of object, and does not support any type of constructor. So now move on to the next example. Okay. So this example you can also in your system, but very carefully see. From ABC, input ABC and abstract method. This is the abstraction syntax. Remind it. From ABC, input ABC, then comma abstract method. The syntax. Now we create a class car. Okay. Okay. One more thing. Wait. I'm showing it in there. Create a class called car. Okay. Def mileage. Just pass. Class Tesla. Def mileage. Print a message. Okay. Same thing. And is the driver code. What is called the driver code? The driver code is when after the functionality, after the method, when we create an object and function call, method call, this portion is called driver code. Okay. So there we create an object for that. Create another object for that. We create another object for that. Now, it as simple as the previous one. We don't create any type of object for our abstract class. Okay. But one more thing, our abstract class that is also a parent class is also inherit the property from other class that is called the abstract class. Abstraction. I'm not showing it in the previous example. Okay. Just to wait if anyone of from you recognize it, but you anyone don't tell. So just I'm showing you. See, when we create a class in the parenthesis ABC. Why ABC? Because it import the abstraction. Understood? See,
Yes, sir.
class creation, then abstract ABC. ABC is the abstract class. Okay, we doing it there. Then the method name pass. If this method does not have any type of object, any type of constructor. Now it shows the example. So this is another one. You already take a screenshot, please, all of you. And one more example from the abstract class. I think this problem is I have sending to for the assessment. Okay, so here also you can see from ABC import ABC. Okay, here they are not using comma abstract method. You also not doing that, but it is the main syntax. Then create a class. Abstract method is def sides self. Why this is abstract method? Because already in that class we inherit from the abstract base class. Okay. Polygon class is already inheriting property of abstraction from the abstract base class, that is ABC. Now class triangle, okay, inherit the property. It is also inherit the property, and just printing the messages. Just printing the messages. Now see, create an object, then method call, just like that. It always show you the result. It always show you the result. So what is the summarize of abstraction? Abstraction is a method or is an operation. Abstraction is a method or operation that is hiding the excessive data or the complexity of a program, but it also showing us the functionality that is required for the further operation. So it already reduce and also hide the complexity of a program, of a system, and expose the functionality required for the further process. In abstraction, there is a term called interface. Interface that is actually the body of the abstraction. Okay, one is method and other one is value. Okay, so in the interface, it does not support any type of object. It does not uh, contains any type of constructor. Interface, when the implementation is 0%, then it calls the interface. Implementation 0% means abstraction can't happen or abstraction is empty. When we use interface, then abstraction touches the 100% feasibility of it. How abstraction is called, how we abstraction performed. For that, we use abstract method and abstract class. The syntax is from A, B, C, small, import capital A, B, C, comma, abstract method. If you want, you just from small ABC, import capital ABC, you also do that. Then the class name that will be act as a parent class itself, but it also inherit property for the abstraction. So we just write in the parentheses the abstract base class name, that is capital ABC. After that, written down the method name, we use the syntax that is at the rate abstract method and turn this method math underscore marks to abstract method. Then as well as the follow the inheritance property and also the method overriding property follows up, create the object of for the child classes, so the output, but it does not show or we uh, does not create any type of object for the parent class that is actually inherit itself the property from the abstract class. Why? Because abstraction happening there. Understood, everybody? What is the summarize of abstraction?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So from your side, because we nearly at the end of the core Python. Okay. Just two topics remaining. One is discussed for today, that is iterator, and the other one is date time object that will be discussed in the next class in this week. So from your side, tell me what are the summarize till now that you have learned for first to last. Okay, from you, I am asking the name. Okay, okay. Let's Susri. You can also do. Susri, you can tell me what we learned from the day 1 to probably day 15. Hello, hello. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, okay. You can tell me from day 1 to day 15 what we have learned. The summarizing.
Sir, last class we have learned return a function as value and pass function as argument and decorator in Python uh, and abstraction and
Yes.
decorating function with parameters.
Yes. Okay. Okay. You all tell. Okay. One by one. From the first class, we all know the data type of Python programming. What are the
Yes,
data
sir.
types? What is the literals? How many data types are there? What is the dictionary list, tuple? Then what are the functions in string? String operations there, list operations there, tuple operations there. Then we move for the basics of the Python program. Move on to the constructor portion. What is a constructor? What actually it does? Then we for loop. Sorry, if else, if else statement, nested if programming, for loop, operation of for loop, while loop, operation of while loop, the structure of for loop, the structure of while loop also there. Then we move on to the lambda function also. Then what are actually yes, details of constructor operations. Then we move the function. Yes, user defined function, module function, inbuilt function. What are actually it calls? What is the class? What is the variable? What is the intentation is there? How we found the index? How we found the string? Separate the string, replace the string. Then different type of operator. I think assignment operator is there, comparison operator there, mathematical operator is there, is not operator is there. So these things are there. Then we move to the OOPS concept, object orient programming concept. Why it is called? Because in Python program or in Java program also, whatever we do, we also whatever we perform the programming, we must create. We have to create an object, and then for the further operation, we also do that. So for that object creation, it is called the object orient programming system. You can also do that. Then inheritance, the main thing, inheritance. What are the types of inheritance? Tell me, Adarso, what are the types of inheritance? Adarso, hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, what are the types of inheritance?
Sorry, sir. Once again.
What are the types of inheritance?
Okay, like multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and
First one is single level inheritance.
single level
It's
inheritance.
single,
Second one is
multiple,
Single,
multi-level,
multi-level, exactly.
and
multiple,
hybrid.
hierarchical, and hybrid. Okay.
Hybrid.
Yes, sir.
Yes, clear about that. Then we move on to the method overloading, method overriding portion. What are the method overloading and method overriding? Method overloading means uh, multiple method are there, but name is same. Name is same, but multiple method is there, and arguments are different. So that is method overloading. And what is the method overriding? In the child class, the method name is same as in the parent class, but uses of the method in the child class is different from the parent class. That is called method override. What it actually means, it actually override. When we create the object, it actually override the method functionality over the parent class. To show the overrided portion, we use super keyword. Okay, I think everybody understands super keyword. Then we move on to the polymorphism. What is the polymorphism do? Actually, polymorphism means same thing, different behavior, different stages. Okay, compile time polymorphism, runtime polymorphism, method overloading, compile time. Compile time, there is L, capital letter L for luck. And so method overloading, there is also L. So this is both are connected. In that way, you also remind that compile time polymorphism is actually connected to method overloading because both are have L, luck. Then method overriding. Overriding means there are R in the override portion. Okay, so R means runtime polymorphism. In that way, you also remind that. So runtime polymorphism is connected to method overloading, overriding, and compile time polymorphism is connected to method overloading. Then we move on to the encapsulation portion. And we also in between see the difference between compile type polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. Encapsulation will be done. Encapsulation means hiding all the details, but abnormal steps, hiding all the details, but encapsulated it, just like the tablets. Okay, just like the tablets, encapsulated it. Encapsulate after encapsulation, we move on to the decorator class, decorator function there. Okay, and now we move on to the abstraction. Okay, abstraction already done. So now we move for the iterator. That may be the last property of OOPS concept in Python. One more is there is exception handling. Okay, that is discussed in the advanced Python, because exception Python is taking minimum 2 days. What actually file handling, what actually data are there. So for that portion, it will be discussed in the advanced Python portion. So what the remaining thing is one more, that is date time object. This is the summary you have already done in through these classes, right?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
recursion is done or not, sir?
What?
Recursion.
No, recursion is not done yet.
Okay, sir.
So any of the topic that you think it will be discussed, any of the topic left apart from recursion? Sandeep, any of the topic you think that is left from the core
Yes,
Python?
regular expression, sir. It is, I think it is already in core Python.
Regular expression.
Yes, sir.
What about you think? What about you told regular expression? What type of regular expression? 1 minute. I'm just doing the syllabus. Oh, that is the regex functions. Oh, whenever I'm asking you at the function portion, that is the module function, user defined function. In that function, I have already discussed you that there are some modules and function. If you want to try to discuss, you will tell me. So in that portion, there is regex. Okay, that is the regular and expression will be there. Understand, Sandeep? In that portion,
Yes,
I
sir.
have
Yes, sir.
yes, I am that portion. I have discussed that the some of the operations are there, not only regular expression. If you want to discuss any of the further functions, you also do that. Any of the functions are there, Sandeep?
Yes, sir.
Is there any more you want to
No,
discuss?
sir. No,
Okay.
no, sir. All
So
done.
okay. So from your side, regular expression will be discussed. Okay, no issue. Okay. Okay. So now we move on to the regular iterator portion. Okay. Anybody know about iterator? What is iterator actually does? Hello.
Sir, iterator is an object.
Yes, it is an object.
Yeah, that is used to represent stream of data like that. I think.
Moreover, you say that it is an object. You can also do that. You say that it also create an object. Oh, yes, yes. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry. I not remind that. So you can leave the session and best of luck for your interview. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. You can leave. Okay. So iterator is used to create an object and it itself iterate the value. So what actually means the iterate or iterate the value. Iterators, see that is the different definition of the iterator. Iterator contains a countable number of elements that can be iterated upon and allow you to traverse through all the elements of a collection and return one element at a time. That means if you put a variable x, let's taking upon list or tuple. Okay, I'm taking upon list. So that is an element. It is also an element. It is also an element. Then it is also an element. It is the group of elements list. There, this is the strings value. So what actually iterators done? When we put m is equal to, this is the iter, okay, the syntax iter, then x, then print next. Next is the for showing. Iter will be iterate, that means separated the group of the elements, and next is to show, okay, m. If you do that, it will return you a. You again print same things, it will return you b. So what it means? It means actually this is the group of elements. Whenever we want to show or we want to showcase the thing, it will return the element one at a time. Okay, it will return the element one at a time. One minute, I have a message. One. So now we move on to the next portion, that is what is the usefulness of iterator? What is the usage of iterator in the Python? Because you don't see very much usage of iterator in actual programming language. Okay. Whenever there are a group of tuples, group of elements in a tuple, in a list and single, there is everything. In list portion, it will show one at a time element. Okay. Or you can say item. But in the string portion, it will show us the letter P, A, N, A, N, A. So actually for that reason, iterator is used. Now here we are created the bigger function. Create a class pow2. Okay. We use the constructor def double underscore init double underscore, then self the instance and max is equal to 0, means primarily we have stored the value of max is equal to 0. Then self dot max is equal to max. That's how the program does. Now here in the string in the tuple we use just iter. Okay, but for the function syntax, iter is the syntax when we just to got the element from a tuple, from a string. This thing we do, and then at the time of print, just use next. Print next, then the variable name. Okay. But whenever it also has a function syntax, just like when you use the iterator at the function, how it look like. Okay. That is def double underscore iter, then double underscore self, just like constructor. Okay. Then self dot n. Why? Because from next it comes n. Okay. Self dot n is equal to 0. Then we have to return it. Return self. This portion iterate the group of elements, means separation. Now for the printing, for the operation portion, that is moved to next. Okay, it also doing it double underscore next double underscore then self. Then we have to take in the condition. What are the condition is there? Self dot n means this less or is equal to self dot max. Maximum value, if it is less or equal to then maximum value, result will be 2 to the power self dot n. 2 to the power self dot n. Okay. Self dot n plus is equal to 1. That means it will update the value. Primarily self dot n is equal to 0. It will update the value that is 1. When 1 check 1 is less or is equal to self dot max. Yes. What is the self dot max? 3. This is the 3. This is the value is the self maximum value 3. Okay, max. 1 is less or is equal to 3. Yes, 1 is less or is equal to 3. That means result is equal to 2 to the power 1. What is 2 to the power 1? 2. Okay. Now self dot n is equal to 1 plus 1. That is 2. Going to the, okay, I will demonstrate it by table. Wait. Everybody understand what is the iterator actually functioned? I am demonstrating it in the table, but please respond. Okay. So first of all, we create the constructor self dot max is equal to max. Now this is the function syntax of iterator. Okay. One is for the tuple and list. Now this is the function syntax. What is def double underscore iter double underscore self, and primarily we store self dot n is equal to 0, and for that return self and iteration done. Now for the operation, now for the separate and so next also one more syntax. Okay, if self dot n is greater or is equal to self dot max, result is equal to 2 to the power self dot n plus is equal to 1. Okay, self dot n is equal to 0, primarily stored. Okay, now max, that number we user will input, that is the max value, let 3. Okay, so it checks self dot n less or is equal to 3. Okay, what is the self dot n? That is 0. Okay, primary, it at first it check primarily 0 value, initial value, it checks 0 less or is equal to 3. Okay, 0, that means less or is equal to 3. That then the operation done. Okay, check the operation. After that, at last self dot n plus is equal to 1. That means now self dot n value is equal to 1. 0 plus 1. Now actually this program, the body programming will be happening start. Why this is need to self dot n is equal to 0 less or is equal to 3, this need to check, because if any user put this, that means self dot n, that is already initial value 0, is greater or is equal to -1, sorry, less or is equal to -1. No, it is greater than -1. That means if any user put the input -1, it actually stops there. No need to go further. But when we put any type of positive digit, first of all, with the initial value 0, it will check actually it satisfies the condition. Yes, it satisfies the condition. So now the value is 1. 1 less or is equal to 3. Yes, 1 or less or is equal to 3. Now self dot result will be, okay, r is equal to 2 to the power 1. That is 2. Self dot n plus or is equal to 1. Now self dot n value is equal to 2 after updated 1 plus 1 2. Okay, 2 less or is equal to 3. Yes, 2 less or is equal to 3. 3 is the max value. Okay, then the operation result is equal to 2 to the power self dot n. So 2 to the power self dot n, what is the self dot n value? 2. Okay, put there. First of all is 2, now 2 to the power 2. Okay, then putting the updated version, what is the updated version? 3, self dot n value now 3. Okay, after that self dot 3 less or is equal to 3. Yes, 3 less or is equal to 3. Okay, now result is equal to 2 to the power 3. Then updated version now 4. But actually after when self dot n is updated to 4, it actually happening. Tell me. Tell me from your side. When the value will update it to 4, the program actually runs or not?
Not, sir.
Why not? Rather than Sandeep, Adarso, Alka,
Yes.
Anjali, Mehul, Susri, please tell me why when the self.n value is updated to 4, why the program is not run?
Because
Because it
condition
is
will
not.
not satisfy.
Because we put the maximum value, self.max is equal to 3. We put 3. If we put 4, then it actually happening. But we put already 3. That means self.n, the update value is 4. Less or is equal to 3. No, does not satisfy the condition. So, broke. So, what the message will put there? Raise, stop iteration. Okay, raise, stop iteration. See what actually it shows. It is the max value 3 iterator from the iterable object. Create I is equal to iterator. Okay. Now see 1, 2, 4, 8. For the when the value is 0, the self value self dot no n is equal to 0. So when starting from 0, it actually check. So 1 is printed. Okay. After 1, it updated to 2. So 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3. Then raise iteration. Stop iteration. Okay. See, this message will show in your screen. Understand? Wait a minute. Okay, understand everybody? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is actually called the iteration. Please take a screenshot of this example. Okay. This example is there. You also do that. This body, how the body actually work, that is the tracing. I already do in the for loop, in the if else statement, in the while loop. What is the tracing actually done? If you know how to do the tracing, how the tracing actually works, you done any of the program. Okay, basic is the syntax. Class creation, in constructor creation, iteration creation is a syntax, just the syntax. But actually, the main thing is in the body. Okay, this is the another example. Please take a screenshot. You also understand that by your own. Okay, if facing any problem, note down it and tell me in the group or rather than in the next class. Okay.
The rising is a keyword.
Bye. Hello. Yes. Hello.
The rising stop iteration
Yes.
is
Yes. Yes.
the
Raising stop iteration. Why? Because if you do the raising it stop iteration, why there? Okay. It will show this type of error. It is actually the error, na? We put.
yes, sir.
So this is type of error will be shown there. Raising stop iteration. It is a keyword. Yes, you said right. It is a keyword. See how you know? Because when we write raise, it is in the green color. So actually, this is the magic of Python, that whenever we use the keyword, actually it is a function or method or any input keyword, it shows us. Understand everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Correct.
So thank you for today. Next class will be Friday. Okay. Next class will be Friday, and please make sure submit your assessment. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, those who are joining classes, because I have to notice who are not joining classes, then they are strictly removed from the group, because we move forward in the advanced Python, then SQL and Power BI. SQL and Power BI totally upon practice. Basics of the Python you know, then advanced portion, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. This is the base, and no need to, whoever not joining any classes, no need to do. Okay. So
Sir, I
yes,
wanted to ask, where do
yes,
we submit our assignment?
you please do in submit. This is the assignment one. Okay, you please submit it in the WhatsApp group. No issue. Submit it in the
Okay.
WhatsApp group. Whenever after ended the advanced Python, there is a total whole assessment. What is happening there? I have already told you. One by one interview also there. Okay, there also interview there. I am asking you questions. Me and my colleague Souronil also there. There will be technical round. There will be interview for habituate you with the MNC company interview. Okay, the basics of Python. Then there are also assessment too, and you also submit that in the Google form in the Drive. Okay, but for now, you please submit in the WhatsApp.
Sir,
Yes, Sandeep.
sir, can you please send the blueprint of the Python course in the group?
Python course blueprint. Okay, okay.
Roadmap, yeah, blueprint.
Python course, right?
Yes, sir. That we are all doing in this class.
Python course, or yeah, Python plus then SQL then Power BI, that is, or you want
All
just
the topics, sir. All the
that.
topics
Okay.
needed for data analyst. Sir.
Okay, I am just sharing you the Power BI topics, that how you can recollect or what we going through the Power BI topics.